Can we all just like collectively pretend that my hair is washed and looking good and not like this? I definitely have the mom hair today. Let me tell you what. So welcome back to my new series where I'm going over the entire season 18 of Sister Wives. And I have one other video that I have done in this series so far where I went over the entirety of episode 1 and 2. So if you guys would like to watch that, my Sister Wives playlist will be linked down below. There's also a ton of other Sister Wives videos in there because I obviously love to hate the Sister Wives. I don't mean that I hate the Sister Wives, but the show, it's like, I think we're all in this boat together, right? Like we got opinions, but we're still gonna tune in every time. We're still watching. We're still entertained. It's just one of those situations, you know, where you love to hate it. Like I am so entertained by Sister Wives. There's like a cat hair on my nose. I'm unhinged. Sister Wives is unhinged, but I'm also unhinged in this series. I just kind of let loose. That's what we're going to be doing today. We don't have coffee. I've had my coffee for the day, but we have ice water. All right, I'm going to set this aside because the ice is annoying. Water has been put down. Before we get into this video, remember to give it a thumbs up because your guys' likes help me out so much and it puts me in the algorithm. And that's what we love to see. All right, I want to collect all of the Sister Wife fan base into my Sister Wife videos. Let me get my handy dandy notes. I was writing down notes like crazy. I was late to watching episode 3 and 4. So episode 5 just came out tonight. Okay, so I'm behind. I'm a mom of a toddler. What can you say? But my husband and I watched this last night and we were absolutely shook. So my notes for this are very chaotic. I want to take a quick break from this video to tell you guys all about my shop where I'm selling handmade necklaces like this one I'm wearing right here. So I'm opening back up my shop Midnight Trove on Etsy. If you guys have been here for a long time, you may remember it. I used to sell junk journals and necklaces on there, but I'm opening it back up and I'm selling my handmade necklaces and I'm so excited. In this first batch of necklaces that I'm sending out, I also made handmade cards. I'm going to be writing you guys a little note in them. So if you guys would like to check out my shop, I will have it linked down below. Everything is handmade from scratch by me. All of the flowers are placed in there the way that I wanted to place them in there. And not one is like the other. I'm going to show you guys just a couple of my favorites. Here is one right here. I love this one. I love the brown background with the red flower. I also have some silver ones like this one right here, which I think is so gorgeous. There aren't a lot of silver, so if you prefer silver jewelry, you definitely need to make sure you get it before someone else does because I don't have that many of those. Also, I have one pink one. I love this one so much. I'm trying to show it on here. It reminds me of the new Barbie movie. This one also has like a clear piece. I don't know what you call these, to be honest, which is great promotion, but it has this clear piece over the top. Not all of them have that. If you guys can see, it's a little raised. But I love this one. It's so cute. Also, this is another one that I really like. And there's going to be like some stickers and some cute little things that I added in the back. This one is so cute. I love this one so much. Also, these two are so cute. These are the only ones that look this way. I don't have any other bezels like this at this time. So these are the only two like this. They're so gorgeous. I love the ones that have the green background like this. Like, I just think it looks so pretty. There's this really pretty yellow one. There's this one. I love this one because it's like a beige background with like a beige flower. So pretty. This one is a bit different than a lot of the ones that I have on. I love the super simple, like neutral colored ones. And then we have like a red one with a green background. Love this one. So unbelievably cute. And then also there's some like lavender ones with silver bezels. If it will focus, so you get some lavender. I have a couple like that. I love my own necklaces. I wear my own necklaces because I really like them. So just know that if you guys purchase any of my handmade jewelry, that it is shipped directly from my house to yours. Every single one is unique, one of a kind, made with love. This batch that I'm releasing will come with handwritten notes and handmade cards, which, should I show those too? These took so long to make. That's why I'm only going to be doing them for the first release, because it was a lot of time. But here is one of them. Here is another one. They're just like little mini handmade cards, and I will write you guys a little note in here. It means so much to me because it's my hard work. It's something I created that I made, so it will make me so emotional if you guys buy one. And if you do, feel free to tag me in pictures if you would like to on Instagram. No pressure, but if you would like to, you can tag me on my Instagram or Twitter. My Instagram is KYREBEK, or my Twitter is Kyeluh, spelled like how it is here on YouTube. Follow me over there. Show me your pictures. I will be looking. And if you guys get one, leave me a comment down below and let me know that you did. I will be looking, and I'm so excited. It always makes me really nervous to release something that I made myself because I don't know. It's just scary. So I'm excited, and I hope you guys are too. I really have been wanting to make merch, but I'm not good at making merch. So I'm struggling in that department a little bit. I need a designer for that, but I can make necklaces. So if you guys got one, definitely let me know which one did you get. And thank you so much for supporting me and my little family. So if you guys would like to purchase one, click the link in my bio, or you can search up Midnight Trove on Etsy. It's Midnight Trove, spelled like midnight, and then Trove, or just click the link in my bio or pin comment and check out my shop. Thank you guys so much. And I'm gonna let you go ahead and get back into this video. It starts out where Kody is visiting his brother in Oklahoma.
My brother Michael and my dear friend Nathan and I like to do man trips. We've gone out to Brian's place in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma is too close for comfort to me right now, okay? I was too close to Kody Brown for comfort, to be honest with you. Now, his friend is also someone who is his brother-in-law because he's married to Mary's sister. So they all keep it in the family, you know what I mean? It starts out where Kody's hanging out with his friend, and his friend's talking about how he had also been in a polygamist divorce. Currently married to Mary's sister, but they brought in somebody else into the family who ended up leaving him.
Is a fundamentalist Mormon, and he's been married and divorced in plural marriage.
Kody's kind of like opening up to him about everything that he's been going through because he feels like that he will be able to relate with him. We're going to be talking about this meeting later on. Mr. Wives likes to do this thing where, which if you guys watch it, you know what I mean? You'll be in one topic and it like hops to something else, and then like you'll forget that that conversation was even happening. But like an hour later in another episode, they take you back to that same place. And it's a lot of back and forth. The editing is always a little bit weird. Kody starts having this men's group therapy session where he's just sitting down talking to all these guys about his feelings and stuff.
I've been whining to these three gentlemen about my divorce with Christine for a while. This is like a men's group, a therapy session for me.
This is probably an environment where Kody would listen more. I feel like if one of these men was like, dude, you're being an asshole, you need to straighten it up, I feel like he would listen better because he comes off like somebody that would take instruction from a man before he would take it from one of his wives. He seems way too prideful to take any advice or listen to what any of his wives are saying. So I feel like if any of these guys were like, dude, you need to get it together, call your kids, man, what are you doing? I feel like he would be like, you know what? I should call my kids. Kody is talking about how he's still so angry, and we're gonna hear a lot about that because Kody is fuming, okay? He said that at first he was relieved, and then his relief turned to anger.
The very beginning, the first reaction was relief. I went from that to I went to anger.
And he talks about how, what I think he was trying to say in this, I'm going to paraphrase because I had to rewind it. I was like, is he saying he went to a forum? Because he doesn't actually say that, but I think that's what he's alluding to, is that he's alluding to the fact that he went to a website with a bunch of other men that had been left by their wives that were really angry about it. So while he was on this website and seeing all these other angry men, that it just fueled the anger in him. And he's like, they're angry. And yeah, you know what? I'm angry too.
Because what I started doing was literally going online and trying to research, if you're getting a divorce, how do you manage keeping things amiable? And what it is just this really big walk away from women movement, and it's about angry men who have been left. I think that might have been a touch of poison because I got angry to Robyn and to Janelle, and they feel like I'm a woman hater. Robyn actually said this is affecting our relationship in a terrible way.
And then it cuts to Robyn where she's saying that she was basically like, you need to get it together.
I mean, like, I've witnessed Kody's process through this divorce, and he's all over the place.
And I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a warning here. I do have some empathy towards Robyn, and I know there are a lot of people who like sister wives that don't like Robyn, and I'm just going to tell y'all right here, I'm going to disappoint some of you guys because I do feel bad for Robyn, all right? You're going to have to just be mad at me. I don't know what to tell you. I am starting to feel a little bit bad for her, especially in episode 4 when I start talking about that a little bit later. You may understand where I'm coming from a little bit more, but I really do feel bad for all these wives. So Robyn tells Kody that he needs to get it together. She said that Kody's just all over the place, and we've seen it, and he basically admits to it. He's completely falling apart. Robyn said that she feels like she's on the Kody roller coaster.
On the Kody coaster. Ah, it's scary.
Kody talks a little bit about the divorce from Christine and said that originally he thought that she was playing a game.
I was ambivalent. And the reason I was ambivalent, I think, was literally because I thought she was playing a game.
And he said he feels shame from the divorce.
Divorce is, oh, now I've got this check mark of shame.
I think he's embarrassed. I think he feels like because he failed in polygamy that he's just embarrassed that all the other polygamous men are looking at him like, you couldn't do this, but I could. And then Robyn's talking about how she wants Kody to have his guy time.
I always encourage Kody to have his guy time.
When we lived in Utah, he did it fairly regularly. We used to call it Testosterone Tuesday.
And I'm like, of course she wants Kody to have his guy time because she wants him to get the out of the house. And then Kody starts talking about how having another wife is great because when you get mad at one, you can just go to the other.
But if I'm married to this woman and she's really cantankerous or I don't enjoy her, but I can't leave, it'd be nice to have another wife because then I can get away from her for a little bit.
How gross is that? Mary's like, yo, that made me want to vomit.
That kind of comment just makes me want to vomit.
And she said, don't use somebody else as an escape. And I agree with that. These are actual people. They're not people that you escape to. And if you have a problem with one, work it out with that one you have a problem with. Don't then just be like, screw you, I'm going to my other wife's house. Kody also made a comment about how he might get jealous when Christine finds another guy. And then he also says, I won't get jealous. I don't think.
I might feel funny when that happens. I might get jealous when that happens.
I'm not going to be bothered when another guy is in her life. I don't think.
I'm really curious. They're going to air like when Kody finds out that she has someone and like what his opinion is on that. I think he's going to be so mad. Kody said his biggest mistake was that when Christine was talking about how she didn't want, to be in polygamy, that he was like, if you didn't live polygamy, you wouldn't have me, you wouldn't have all these things, you wouldn't have these kids. And he said that he regrets saying that to her and that he wishes that he came more from a place of understanding.
He's telling me how much she hated polygamy. What the hell? You wouldn't have a family. Instead of saying, I know it's hard, baby.
Like, if you're going to be in polygamy, could you at least try and understand what these women are going through, having to share somebody they love, just now realizing that you should have empathy towards them? And then Christine was saying how it's not just that she didn't believe in polygamy anymore, it's that she basically bowed down to Kody and gave him her all and that she didn't want to do that anymore.
After I gave so much, but when I needed help, he said no.
I feel so bad that she spent so many years, trying to please Kody and make Kody happy, just to realize it was for nothing. Because like she was giving so much and he was giving nothing. And that's sad. Christine's like, they're not just my kids, they're our kids. And obviously she wanted him to put more effort. Other wives have said that too.
They're not just my kids and my responsibility. They're our children.
And Robyn's like, Kody has all these wives and families. Like, I know that he can't always be there, so that's why I just got a babysitter.
He's amazing super dad helping Robyn. He immediately started helping Robyn with everything.
Christine was asking for things that plural marriage didn't really afford.
And that's why I had childcare help, because I can't ask Kody for that kind of help.
Girl, it's not unfair to want your husband to put an effort with you and his kids, whether he chooses to have a million wives or not. Like, step it up. And then they start talking about how Kody's anger is now affecting his relationship with Robyn. And that's bad because she was the favorite wife, but now he's so bitter and angry and mad at everybody else that his relationship with Robyn is now falling apart too.
My anger has affected my relationship with Robyn.
So now we get to the big fallout between Janelle and Kody. And this fight causes them to head towards polygamist divorce.
It's winter out there. Oh, burr. Drinking my water hot these days. Guess have a very tiny Christmas tree.
I'm not going to act like I wasn't laughing at some parts, and I feel kind of bad because I know that this was a lot for them. They're talking about how they want to do something, how they're going to be doing something separate for Christmas, and then this brings up that whole conversation we've been having for so many episodes now about Kody starting all that about COVID and Kody and Janelle's sons. Like, he still hasn't tried to mend things with them, okay?
My kids, they're renting an Airbnb. I don't think they're welcome.
I never said my kids weren't welcome.
If they apologize and they're kind of
No. I completely reversed that. I said, all we've got to do is be able to have a conversation so we're not sitting here in our house like a bunch of alcoholics that had a fight last night and forgot it happened.
Kody hasn't called them. They haven't called him.
And so basically what happened was that Kody had originally said that he didn't want his sons to come to his and Robyn's house for the holidays until they called Robyn and apologized for blaming her for everything that happened in their family. Kody is saying that he ended up retracting that, taking that statement back, and that Janelle's acting like he didn't do that. It sounds like two people that literally just don't have any desire to fix it and to get along, because Kody doesn't want to call his sons and mend things. He wants Janelle to be the person to mend the situation between the two of them. He's being a lousy dad. He literally will not admit fault at all. Like, he is incapable of admitting fault and wrongdoing and incapable of apologizing, it seems. Like, he's so incredibly prideful.
You told me.
No. You can ride that all you want.
Okay, you know what? You keep flipping it on me.
I corrected that.
You are always, all this stuff, you're always flipping it back on me. Choose your loyalties or you're not going to have a husband. So I'm supposed to choose between you and our children?
No,
you keep acting like this is my fault.
Rule.
Give us any rules.
Kody seems to be mad at Janelle because he's upset that she wasn't there for him when he went through everything with Christine. He said that, she badmouths him to the children.
You made fun of me to the boys. Your co-parent was Christine.
Kody makes this bizarre comment about Janelle's Christmas tree.
This Christmas tree, it's like the complete degradation of our family unit.
Kody also makes this comment about how he's not coming over to see the kids at Janelle's because he has a house, okay?
Boys were asking if you thought you would come over, and I said
No,
I wasn't optimistic.
No, I'm not coming over. I have a house. I have a place where we would have Christmas.
They're literally in this argument. They're just going back and forth.
So listen, you really need to stop throwing me under the bus. And you are wrong.
No. Listen.
Dead wrong.
But you and Robyn are the paragons of honesty and perfection.
You lie. That's the reason I call you the Teflon Queen. I did not.
Yes, you did.
I did not. I did not. Stop that.
Neither one of them are hearing each other, and then they both start accusing each other of gaslighting each other.
I'm tired of being gaslit by you.
You are gaslighting me.
Now you are literally gaslighting. The gaslighting.
You're gaslighting me, Kody.
I am not.
I feel like I'm being gaslit. I'm being told that you say something.
You're using that because I used the term.
You know when you're in an argument with someone and you're so deep into the argument that you don't even really know what you're saying anymore, what they're saying, you just get so confused. Like, they're just going in circles at this point. Like, they needed a mediator to stop this conversation because absolutely nothing good was going to come from this. Like, this was a disaster in the making from the moment that he went through the door.
Shut your mouth and let me talk to you for a minute.
No.
You won't. You keep cutting me off.
No.
Like, it's getting real bad because Kody's pointing, he starts raising his voice. And then there's this moment where Kody looks directly at the camera. And I just felt like in that moment he saw my video that I made about them that had almost 1 million views and that he was looking directly into my soul and yelling at me.
I think you're manipulating.
Well, tell me how I'm manipulating. No. Tell the whole world. Tell the world.
I felt I felt terrified. I don't really think that. I just think it's funny. Got a little spooky magooky there. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Dare point your finger at me.
I've been here day long, in and out.
Oh,
no.
You stay and talk.
I'm done listening to you.
You stay and talk.
No, I'm not going because you're not listening.
You're not listening to me.
And I'm not going to.
Okay, so we're done.
Goodbye.
You.
Janelle makes this really good point about how she just doesn't feel like Kody wants to live plural marriage anymore. And that because when you're in polygamy, the man cannot leave the wives can leave though, that she feels like Kody is just kind of like trying to push everybody away.
He's looking for an excuse.
He feels like he can't leave a wife. His pattern seems to be that he just sort of ignores that person. It feels like he wants you to say it's over.
Not meeting everyone's needs and hoping they all just kind of fall off so that he's not the one that's responsible for it. And that's why Mary's still there, because she won't leave. She still believes in plural marriage. Kody's been trying to get rid of her for a long time, and she's like, honey, I'm not going nowhere. Like, I am here. I'm here whether y'all want me here or not. Like, I'm here because I want to spend all my eternities with you. The fight was so bad that like 30 minutes after Kody leaves, Janelle said she texted him and said, come get your stuff. This is the beginning of the divorce. I didn't realize we were going to see it this soon. Janelle, starts talking about how she has nothing financially, that everything that she had financially was put into that property that they bought, that Coyote Pass property that they're still in the process of paying off.
Like, I have nothing financially. I am tied up in this property. I am a smart woman and I have done this very dumb thing.
Christine had a house, so she had the opportunity to get some money, and then Robyn has a house and Mary has a house, but Janelle's the one without a house. And Kody even makes a comment about how Robyn had to have a house because she needed a house for the kids.
So sure, Robyn and I have a home. We have to house our children.
And I'm like, what about your other kids, dude? Like, what about your kids with Janelle? His blatant favoritism is just so frustrating to see. But Janelle's like, I'm tied up financially. Like, I'm a smart woman. Why did I do that? Like, why did I put myself in this position? Then Kody, Mary, and Robyn are all sitting around the fire pit, the last two wives standing, and they're talking about the whole situation, and Mary feels like she has to pick sides, and then she picks Kody and Robyn's side.
It's tense and awkward and weird.
I feel like I'm completely stuck in the middle. Let's be real.
So are you going to invite everybody?
Probably not.
It's so sad seeing all the scenes with them because it's like, it just doesn't seem like they want her there. I would feel really dumb if I was married. I don't like being around people that don't want me there. And like, it's so obvious that Robyn and Kody are their own thing. Like Mary even said she feels like the other woman, but even not the other woman because she's not even getting anything. I wouldn't be able to be in that environment where I was so unwanted, you know what I mean? Like, it would just be really hard for me to like exist in that. I don't know how Mary's doing it other than like she truly believes in polygamy. Mary makes this comment about how if she goes to Kody and Robyn's house, then she's going to Kody and Robyn's house. But if they come to her house, they're just coming to Mary's house because Kody doesn't stay there. Their dynamic is so weird. Mary is just hanging on by a thread. She's trying to be so loyal. It's so cringe to watch. Kody and Robyn have this monogamous relationship where Mary's just kind of there. It's so hard to watch. And also, why does Mary have this huge house? Why does she have this massive house? It's so weird to me. She has this huge house and Janelle had nothing. I'd be like, girl, come live with me. I have a huge house. Would you like live on one side of the house? I'll live on the other. We wouldn't even have to see each other. This house is so damn big. Like, why hasn't she offered her a room? And honestly, if I was married, I wouldn't want to be in a big house by myself. That's scary. Like, I'd want to be in like one room so that I could see every corner, make sure there were no ghosty goos looking at me, I definitely would not want a huge house out of myself. All right, let's get to episode 4. Janelle is going on in episode 4 about how she feels they're just looking for reasons to get rid of her. That like this was just like a kind of like an orchestrated situation.
I think he didn't want to be a plural husband. Maybe this is who he always was. I don't know. But I don't recognize this very mean person.
I feel like Kody gave up on plural marriage. He gave up on all of his wives, even Robyn. And we're going to talk about that in this episode. And it's sad. And it's why I feel sorry for her. Janelle's just confused. Kody's acting like she did something wrong. I'm confused too. Like, I don't know why there's so much blame put on her. I don't know why he's acting so mad at her. I feel like he's projecting his anger. I feel like he feels like Janelle picked Christine's side and he's just so prideful and angry about it. Janelle makes a comment about how like Robyn is living the way that Kody wants to live, right? So he's just writing off all the rest of his family, and that's why he kind of clings to hers because she's loyal to him. And it's also really sad because he's made numerous comments about how Robyn's been loyal to him, but in a little bit we're going to talk about how he's even thought about leaving her. If you are even considering leaving the one that you have been saying has been loyal to you this entire time, and you're just so ready to throw her away. Oh my God, we get to the Christmas Eve scene, and most of this was so boring. They were talking about crepes.
For breakfast, we're having crepes, okay?
And just what everybody everybody was doing for Christmas. And I'm like, I don't care about this. I need to get back into the drama. But I will say, why are they giving their 8-year-old, 7-year-old, however old she is, little girl a passy? Like, she is walking around with a passy in her mouth and she's like a full-grown little girl.
Wow, what a twirly dress. That's just beautiful.
Why does she have a pacifier? Why have they not gotten rid of that thing yet? I don't care if that's mom shaming. That little girl is way too old to have a passy. Janelle's talking about how she put his stuff in storage. His kids have nothing to do with his relationship with his wives, right? But he didn't even call Savannah on Christmas. There's a scene where all his kids are sitting there on a couch and they all just seem so sweet.
It's been a week and a half and he hasn't said a thing or called or texted Savannah, so.
The Christmas we did with just mom and mom's kids was very quiet.
And they're also deserving of love, and they're also deserving of their parents, you know, being there for them. Their dad just like full on abandoned them. And I just feel so bad for them. Like, I just want to give them a hug. Mary's at Robyn and Kody's house for Christmas, and they're talking about how they have to tone down being physical with each other around her.
Robyn and I always have to tone down our romantic tension completely.
Her, and out of love for her, I'm careful.
Can we get over this already? Everybody knows that you guys are the only one that physically touch each other. We've known that for so long. Like, how many of us were calling this before it even happened? How many? Because I was one of them. And then Kody got no bank account of love. His heart has been ripped to pizzas.
My bank account of love has been just my heart has just been ripped to pieces.
Mary says that she feels like her and Robyn are the only ones that are holding the family together, which is true because Kody definitely isn't. Mary and Robyn really are the only ones that are trying to hold on to this. Y'all, I think my camera is literally dying. I have not been able to get through one video. It keeps overheating and it keeps throwing me off because then I come back and I'm like, where was my place? Where was I at? So Kody seems really excited about Christmas this year and this season. I think it's because he only has to be Santa Claus for one side of the family. He bought everybody scooters for Christmas.
So we got scooters.
Kody makes this comment about my loyal wife and my loyal children.
My loyal wife and her children. We want something special.
They keep showing the little girl with a passy.
You have to wear goggles and helmets, probably gloves.
Why does she have a passy? If you're old enough to have a scooter, you shouldn't have a passy at the same time. Kody makes this comment about how he don't even know what to do with Mary. Oh my God, I just feel so bad for her.
I'm in this bad place with Janelle and Christine's gone. Don't even know what to do with Mary.
I hope when she leaves, she actually full on left. Like, I hope when she leaves, she's actually full done. Love to see all of these wives in like a healthy relationship, right? Not with Kody. He needs a lot of therapy. Cody's like questioning if he's even capable of being a monogamist because it's smaller.
It's a weird place to be where you had this big family and it's not unimportant and it is beautiful, but it's not big like this other was. Well, I don't want to sit and identify as a monogamist. Can I be a monogamist? Can I manage this? I mean, this is smaller.
And I look at him and Robyn, like, say he was in say that Kody was in a monogamous relationship with Robyn, right? That looks like a big family to me. Yeah, it's smaller, but to me, it's like, that looks like a big family, right? Obviously, you can be monogamous because you chose Robyn and all of her kids this whole time anyway. You haven't been living plural marriage. You've abandoned all your other wives and children. You did it a long time ago. That's why they're all leaving you. That's why none of your kids want to talk to you, because you've been acting monogamous. So of course you could be monogamous. Like, Kody even says that he wishes that he could go back in time and just have never gotten married.
Stupid things go through my mind, like, I wish I wouldn't have done that. I wish we wouldn't have ever gotten married. I wish I could go back in time.
Kody also makes this comment about how any strong man would have more than one woman.
Any strong man would have more than one woman, whether they were married or not, whatever.
When I thought the Kody quotes couldn't get worse, he wouldn't said that. Kody keeps saying in like all these episodes that I'm just gonna be the devil everybody thinks I am now.
I should just be the devil I think I am now.
He got into a dark place. Somewhere in him, he knows that he's up and he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep going down this road, everybody. Thanks, I messed up anyway, so I'm just gonna head down that road.
I just want to be a for a little while, you know? I want to grow horns right now so bad. I want to say mean things. I want to be a jackass. And I don't like who I am. I mean, the deepest temptations I've had in my whole life was to sit down and stop trying to be good. And it's just devastating. There's this urge that I'm seriously fighting. It's like D, to just be mean as hell.
Usually when people mess up, they're like, I should probably try and be a better person, but he's like, no, I've screwed up so royally bad, I'm gonna keep screwing up. And I've never seen anybody take this approach, and it's honestly horrific because he has so many kids. He has so many people that he should be doing better for, and he's choosing this. Kody's just saying how he just wants to be a dick, he just wants to be mean, he just wants to go down and just burn all the houses, you know what I mean? He's ready to just relish in this and be this person, and he even makes a comment about how he's even thought about just running away and leaving and starting over somewhere else.
It would be so much easier to let it go and then move on and find something else that is no longer broken. An urge to just break it off and start again somewhere else. And I'm thinking, what a stupid thought to want to run from this when the only thing that loves me still, I'd be abandoning, you know? Have this gut thing. It's like I'd like to run away from my life, you know, just escape, just change my name, disappear, be somebody else. I hate my life right now.
You know, Robyn's talking about how she's in mourning and she's depressed and she's going through so much, and she says she doesn't know what she'd do if Kody left her and that she doesn't want him to leave her.
I'm dealing with some depression and some mourning and loss and grieving, and we've never had as many problems as we're having right now in our marriage. He's suspicious of anybody being disloyal to him. It's like I don't recognize him.
I don't want her to know how dark I've gotten.
This is what I'm invested in, and so for him to question it is like, it feels a little bit like a deal breaker of our marriage. It would absolutely devastate me if he decided to leave me. You know, you can't make anybody stick around or stay. I know he would regret it.
This is where I feel so sorry for her, because I never thought that I would hear Kody say that he wanted to leave her. And he said he didn't even want Robyn to know how bad it's gotten, right? Like, he says that. He didn't want her to know that it was this bad. But you just told the cameras. You knew there was a camera in there, and you told the camera this before you talked to her about how you feel. How could Kody get any worse? I'm so disappointed in this man. Not surprised. Well, no, I am surprised. I'm surprised that he literally basically just said he wants to leave Robyn. This whole time he's been going on about how loyal Robyn is, how loyal her and her kids are, how he sticks with her because she's loyal. But then he's like, you know what? I kind of just want to leave her too. I just want to go change my name and start over somewhere else. Like, he literally says he feels like it would be easier to start all over somewhere else. What a coward. As fun as it is to talk about everything going on, because there are children involved, I truly want him to fix his shit and be a better person for his kids, because those kids deserve a dad that doesn't act like this. They deserve better than that. I wish he would go and get therapy and take a different route, because the one he's taking is so sad, because he's got a huge family and he is abandoning everyone. And I feel so bad that they're all having to deal with this. And because, you know, their belief system and everything, some of them think that they just have to deal with it. I honestly, after watching that episode, I feel so bad for Robyn and her kids, because there's no telling what they're going through behind closed doors with Kody. If this is how he's acting on camera, can you guys imagine when the camera's off? He is just turned into such a disappointment. And I just wish he would reroute. You know, get a new map, take a different road, become a better person for your kids. All he would have had to do, call his sons, make it right. If you don't want to be married to all these women, don't be married to all these women, but do it the right way, okay? And then call your kids and apologize and work towards making things right with your children, because they deserve better than that. They deserve a hell of a lot better than that. I'm so glad these kids have good moms that love them, because Kody failed. And as someone who's been watching Sister Wives since the very beginning, the way that Kody seemed in the first season to now, I never would imagine that he would turn out to be this mean and awful. And I'm not even trying to be mean. It's just facts at this point. He's even admitting it, and he's just thriving in that. He's like, I'm just going to be this nasty person now. I don't know what to expect from episode 5 because these 2 episodes just had me shook. I am so disappointed in him, guys. I don't know how it could get even worse. I really don't know what to expect, but like this whole family fell apart because one person sucks. If you guys want to see more sister wife content from me, definitely let me know in the comments down below. Are you guys still enjoying my reactions to all the episodes? I feel like this one wasn't as good as the first one because my camera keeps overheating. So I keep having to pause and then I come back in and I'm like, wait, what was I talking about? I want to take a quick break to remind you guys that my shop Midnight Trove is up and running and I have a ton of handmade by me in this very room necklaces that I am so excited for you guys to hopefully own and wear. It means so much to me for people that watch my content to be wearing something that I created. I've been wanting to make merch for a long time, but every time I go to make merch, I get overwhelmed. I just don't know what I'm doing with merch. I don't know how to design things. I'm not good at that, but I am a crafty queen. And so I put together some necklaces and I threw them up in my shop, Midnight Trove. So if you guys buy one, just know it was made by these very hands and I will be sending you guys a lovely little note to go along with it. All of your purchases mean so much to me because it helps support me and this channel and my family, and I love that. I'm so excited to be making necklaces again. It's been a very long time. So if you guys get one, let me know in the comments down below which one did you get. Each one is unique, so if you see one that you like, make sure you get it. They're all different. So if there's one you like, make sure you get it before somebody else does. And as always, thank you guys so much for purchasing one of my handmade necklaces. It means so much to me. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you want more sister wife content, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so that you guys do not miss any of my uploads. Let me know what your thoughts are. Cannot wait to hear. And also, do not forget to check out my shop Midnight Trove where you guys can get handmade necklaces from me. I love you guys, and I'll be seeing you guys soon for another sister wife video very soon because I'm sure episode 5 and 6 are gonna be crazy. I'll see you guys then.